Hey, welcome to my yard tour. It's been a week and a half since I did my last one, and a lot of things have changed. So we're gonna check out the new growth. Here's the front garden. It's about 10 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning. So it's getting some decent sun right now. Looks like right there we've got a daylily coming up, so we'll see what color those are. I'm pretty sure they're orange, but I could be wrong. I've cleaned out a lot of the dead leaves around the naked lady plants, and I'm not really sure when the flowers will come up. I don't think I'm going to be getting to hollow out my stump this year, but I did put a little pot over in this little hole and one up here. I just have some Dahlias and Petunias, and I have no idea what this is, but it was cheap. And then some more Dahlias, another cheap one that has like little teeny blue flowers. Can't see it really good. And another Dahlia. And I have this one over here. My Foxgloves have grown a good amount. They're also looking really droopy. I tied these two to the railing back there, and I need to tie the other two to the railing as well. These, I think, like, they're way bigger than they were before, but they also look a lot worse. So we'll see how that goes. Let's start with the black-eyed Susan. This one that my husband weed whipped is doing way better. Right here, here we go. It's got tons of new growth on it already. This one, we had some really heavy rain and it fell over. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm probably just gonna leave it. My rhubarb is looking much better than it did in the last video. It's way bigger, but it's also not flopping. And I finally felt it was safe to remove the tomato cage from it. This black-eyed Susan is doing really well, and I think we will soon be getting some blossoms off of it. I've put my raspberries and blackberry plants in this little, like, I just put this milk jug around it, and I also pruned the stem down a little bit to see if that could promote some growth. I did dig up all my strawberries. I originally had 10, and I only ended up finding 7. I have no idea what happened to the other ones, or if they were too small for me to notice. But I did, let's see, we've got 1, 2, and 3 peonies that I dug up from over here, the dying ones. I dug them up, divided them, replanted them, and we'll see how they do. And I've gotten very far on this. My husband took out this bush that was over here, and I took out the peonies. We've put down paper and some mulch, and it goes all the way around. I'm still working on getting this area, and then this is my little border. It's just like you just stake it into the ground, so I can move it later if I want to, but it's not even all the way where I want it to be. It's just kind of tossed for the time being. My pole beans are doing really well, but I have no idea how to get them to climb. Like, I think, oh, these ones are climbing, but all my other ones, like, just kind of falling over, I guess. All right, let's see if we can help them out a bit. I don't know if part of that is from the rain that they just kind of are flopping. Bush beans seem to be doing well. I don't see any blossoms yet, but those are doing really good. Just wanted to show you in the back. We have a pretty long yard. Oh, there's my little 2-year-old. Likes to stomp on my plants. And my doggy, who also likes to stomp on my plants while she's chasing the chipmunks. But in the very back here, I think I'm going to put a fence across, and I'm going to make that into a garden area in the back. One of the gardening techniques that I've been looking into is called Back to Eden. I'm very interested in the no-till gardens. If it requires less work for me, I am all about it. On to the veggies. So my zucchini plants have gotten quite a bit bigger. You can see there's some, let me see if I can get a better angle. There's some blossoms in there. Some zucchini are starting to grow. My yellow squash is really starting to grow, and I have even more blossoms. Oh, look how pretty that blossom is. Even this smaller plant is doing really well. And we got tons of rain yesterday. And the one thing I dislike about it is that it comes down so hard it throws my soil around and makes my plants dirty. They don't look as pretty. My tomatoes are getting quite large, I guess. I mean, considering I've only planted them like 2 weeks ago. This is what's most exciting to me. My peas. They're getting very tall. They're going beyond where I can even put trellis at this point, so I'm just leaving them. I'm not going to worry about putting extra trellis in, but looky. Look how exciting. We've got tons of pods that are on right now. Some of them are, well, some of them were ready to eat, and we plucked them and ate them just as we were meandering our garden, which is my absolute favorite way to enjoy garden veggies, is just to wander through and pluck and eat as desired. So this tomato plant I got from my parents is really bushing out too and getting very large. I can't remember if I'd seen a blossom on it a while ago, but ooh, here we go. This is the one that had the blossom. There we are. So all in all, very exciting. Ooh, I should show you. These are hanging baskets that were left here by the previous owners of the house that I've planted my strawberry roots in. Let's see if you can see them. This is one right here. And let's see. Here's the other. Can't really see them because they just look exactly like the dirt. They're doing well. I have no idea what this is, but it is not a strawberry root. I'm just going to let it grow and see what it ends up being. And then I've got 3 in here. Here, here, and here. And then I had to put in some, I brushed my dog and threw some dog hair in there because the squirrels were digging up my strawberry roots. I had to plant several of them twice because the squirrels dug them up. Supposedly, pet hair is supposed to keep them at bay. And it does work for a time, but you have to resupply every once in a while. Oh, and I forgot. I made a discovery in our yard. Let me show you. Here is my fascinating discovery. These 3 trees are mulberry trees, black mulberry trees, and I didn't even know, I thought they were some kind of oak, but nope, they're mulberry trees. They can be used like any other berry, from what I've read, but they are a pain to pick. What I've read that other people do is prior to the berries dropping, they'll lay sheets on the ground, and then the berries will fall on the sheets, and then they'll just gather them off of the ground instead of picking them off of the tree. which is really great because these are very tall trees. Oh, yep, very tall. So that's my exciting discovery for my yard. I have mulberry trees in my yard. I've never had mulberries. The only thing I've ever heard about is around and around the mulberry bush. I'll stop taking up your time. I'll stop taking up my time. I've got to go check on the babies. They're hopefully sleeping, but who knows, because I left the monitors inside. So, in we go.